lovely Leo. So guys, I felt you deserved a bonus. The reason being, I feel that the general reading for you guys for mid-June was pretty specific, the way the cards came through. So this is a bonus. Okay, let's see how this pans out. When I went into meditation, Leo, there is a sense that you have had to let go of something you might have been wanting. You may have had a specific idea of where you were going to be at this point of time, or who you were going to be with at this point of time. I feel, Leo, you are realizing you had to rewrite a lot of the script because, Leo, circumstances changed. Maybe there was something you went through that was unexpected. Maybe you were hoping for one scenario and then everything crumbled and you had to sort of start from scratch. But I feel, Leo, that you're gathering together what you have and you are creating something brand new. And I also want to say, Leo, you may feel very different as a person than you did when you created your ideal situation. You may feel you've changed. Archangel Michael's saying yes. Okay, people, so here we go. As you know, this is the Melancholic Muse. Do forgive my voice. Do forgive my voice. And don't worry, Leo. Archangel Michael's saying to me, don't worry. It's not going to work out exactly as you planned, but you're still going to enjoy a lot of happiness in a much simpler situation. All right, whatever that means for you. Here we go. So Archangel Michael, this is the bonus reading for my Leos. What do we have for my lovely Leos? Thank you, Michael. Arnold is with me. Margaret's with me. Four of Wands. Yeah, Leo. You may not have moved into the Ten of Cups, but you are sitting in the Four of Wands, is what I want to say. So, Leo, a relationship may not have worked out, or you may not have achieved everything you wanted to achieve, but you're still going to enjoy a sense of stability and achievement. All right. Archangel Michael's telling me to say to you, don't dwell on what was or what might have been. Enjoy where you are now, because you are blessed, Leo. You're blessed. Yeah. You're blessed. The Death card. You've changed your life. You may have had to let go of something, but you're sitting in a place of stability and calm, Leo. Gosh, I hope this isn't going to be a continuation of the previous reading. Let's just see, guys. I've cleansed the deck. I've done everything I can, but you never know. You never know, guys. Here we go. All right. Nine of Pentacles. So, Leo, you are single. You are stable. You may have worked incredibly hard to get to this point. You may have had to fight for justice. You may, Leo, have had to speak your truth. You may have needed to put up strong boundaries. You may have had to highlight something that wasn't right in order for you to obtain some kind of balance in your life. Crossing that, Leo, is the Ace of Cups. You're sitting in the Nine of Cups because you sat in self-love. You may have felt someone wasn't treating you the right way, or you weren't been given the appreciation that you should have been. You had to stand firm, stand strong in your convictions, and I feel, Leo, you might have had a lot of success in doing so. In the past, guys, the King of Pentacles, you may have had long conversations with a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or you may have needed to reorganize your finances or put some kind of financial plan in place. After that time, Leo, you got to work. You got to work. You created magic out of what might have been a rather challenging scenario. What you're thinking about now is, yes, you have moved to calmer waters. There's still a sense of fear about the future. You may feel the future's looking a little foggy. But Leo, you have learned a great deal. And I feel at this point of time, you're simply in life review. In the immediate future, the Queen of Wands. This is you, Leo. Beautiful energy. You are in contemplation of how to use your skills and abilities and knowledge in order to shine that light brighter along your path. You're creating your path, Leo. Again, I'm getting a sense that you have started from scratch somehow. You know you have this light inside you. The question is, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to create with it? In your fears, the Three of Pentacles. Okay, Leo, I feel as if you want to go solo for a while. I don't think you want to collaborate with anyone. I don't think you're interested in putting a lot of people around you. I feel you want to achieve this by yourself. I'm also hearing I don't want to have to bend to other people's expectations, their wishes, their wants. No, I want to do this by myself because then I don't have to worry that I'm not doing what other people want me to do. Okay. Very single-minded, Leo, but I get it. I understand. In the environment, guys, the Hangman. Leo, unless, of course, you're dealing with a Pisces, I think someone in the environment is recognizing that you've sacrificed. They recognize, Leo, that you've had to deal with a challenging situation, something you didn't expect to have to deal with, something that may have sort of thrown you sideways, and now you're sort of coming into your own because you've recognized how strong you actually are. In your hopes, Leo, the moon, hoping going forward, there's nothing that's going to be hidden, hoping that everyone is going to be open and honest with you, hoping for total transparency from the people you come across on your path. And the outcome, the Star. Wow, beautiful, Leo. I feel the divine is going to grant you a wish. Again, I'm hearing you're not going to be able to achieve everything that you wanted before, but I feel, Leo, you're sitting in a far more realistic point of view, whether or not that is to do with your levels of energy. Maybe, Leo, also based on your financial stability right now. Maybe, Leo, a few years ago, you were dreaming of doing a lot with a lump sum of money. You may now have half of that amount, or you may have had a few difficulties in trying to balance out your finances. So, Leo, you're now heading for a new dream, but the difference is, Leo, you're seeing things with open eyes, you've taken off the rose-tinted glasses, you've got real with yourself, and because of that, Leo, you're going to make this new cycle a success. Yeah. You're determined, and I feel the divine is with you because they've understood what you've had to cope with. Clarification for you guys. The Page of Swords. I'm hearing you spoke your truth, okay? Yeah, Knight of Swords. You may have had to stand up for yourself. You may have had to stand up for yourself against an air sign, or you may simply have been very blunt with someone. It might have shocked them. Because Leo, you guys are so compassionate, so loving. You just want everyone to be happy. You're highly protective of your friends and your family. But Leo, you might have realized that you had sacrificed too much. You'd allowed someone to lean on you too much, or you'd allowed someone to take advantage of you. Leo, you have such a kind heart. You do anything for anyone. But you will stand up for yourself if you feel that a situation is unfair, or you're being taken advantage of, or someone is not respecting you. Leos need to be respected, not put on a pedestal, not admired, but you do expect respect, Leo. And I feel you had to have sharp words with somebody which they did not expect. So in the environment, guys, we have the Hangman, Knight of Wands. The Page of Cups. Okay. Leo, you may be receiving an apology from a fellow fire sign or a water sign. They may apologize for rushing in. They may apologize for being hasty and for causing chaos. I feel, Leo, you're going to take this in your stride. You're going to say, okay, that's fine, but I had to stand up for myself. I had to be honest about how I was feeling. I think, Leo, this is you totally closing out the previous cycle, because where your focus is now is on the new. But someone in your environment, Leo, is recognizing that you self-sacrificed. They're recognizing that it's been difficult for you. They might have taken a massive leap of faith and a risk, and they want to apologize. You're there concentrating on the light inside you. You're there creating your new path. You've got a lot of ideas. You're very inspired at this time. But there's definitely a sense of, okay, I accept your apology, but please stay over there. I don't want you anywhere near this new cycle. Not because you want to be unpleasant or not because you don't forgive this person, Leo. It's simply because you don't want any drama, right? Whoever this person was or whatever this situation pertained to be, it brought drama into your life. And I think, Leo, you've had enough of that. So here we go. Archangel Michael, what is the energy of the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups? The Strength card. So Leo, this is you. Beautiful. You're holding back from any form of overindulgence. You're taking care of your financial stability. You may be locking away funds as a sort of safety net. You're also going to be concentrating in mid-June on your health, Leo. On your health. Nine of Wands. You may be feeling a little weary. You may be realizing you need to change up your diet. You may be looking at your energy levels. Yeah. You are fine-tuning yourself, ready for this new cycle, because this new cycle, Leo, is going to take energy. You're very excited about it, but you are recognizing that once you jump into this, it's going to be full on. It's going to be full on. Yeah. So Leo, you are resting in mid-June. You're building back up the strength to undertake this new cycle. Yeah. Yes. Two of Swords. You're cutting out the world just for a period of time because you need some you time, Leo. You are very, very tired, guys. And that's fine. Yeah, you're putting up boundaries. Seven of Wands. It's as if I just need to have a couple of months to settle my energies, to rebuild my strength, to concentrate on my health, because then I'm going to have what I need to get really creative. That's what you're doing. In the past, you may have needed to get organized pertaining to your finances, or you may have had a lot of intense conversations with an earth sign king, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. Could have been somebody who gave you advice, could have been a family member. Eight of Swords, yes, you needed advice because you were in your head, Leo, or you wanted to speak your truth to this King of Pentacles. Okay, could have been about feeling breadcrumbed. It could be you felt, I'm hearing that you were missed out somehow. You might have felt missed out somehow, Leo. Pushed to the side. Three of Wands, okay. You thought your ship was going to come in, Leo, in the past. You ended up being breadcrumbed. It might have been a shock. It might be something that you had to speak to this person about. They may have tried to rectify the situation. They may have tried to sort something out for you. I feel that you ran with what they said they could offer you. It might not have been what you expected, but you said, okay, all right. And you decided to step into the energy of the Magician. You decided to manifest something new. Yes. You thought, okay, well, I didn't expect to have to go through this difficult situation. I didn't expect to have to find myself in this drama, this stress, but it gave you just enough inspiration, Leo, to forge a new path, to create a new future for yourself. And you were quietly working on that in the immediate past. Quietly working on that. Yes, quietly working on moving into a new cycle. How are you feeling deep down? Yeah, the Devil. You may have felt you were desperate to get out of what might have been a very challenging situation. You might have been obsessed with something that was imbalanced, and it might have caused you a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of stress. You may have hung on to the hope of getting justice. I don't think, Leo, the scales were completely balanced, but whoever you spoke to in the past did enough for you to feel confident to leave the past behind and to create this new path. What you're thinking about now is a Six of Swords. You're in a place of peace and calm. You've learned a lot of lessons. You're feeling a little emotional. You can't see the path ahead yet, but you have this light inside you. You got the inspiration and the enthusiasm to get going. But it's as if you are pushing everyone else away because this needs your total concentration. To do this right, for this to be successful, you have to be left by yourself. What's the Six of Swords for my Leos? What else are you thinking of, guys? Temperance. Yes. You may be angelically guided. This is the energy that relates to Archangel Michael. Or, of course, you could be thinking of a Sagittarian. I think the angels are with you. I think the angels are with you. Page of Wands. I think the angels are lifting you up, Leo. They're giving you the energy and the inspiration you need to move confidently forward when I feel that your confidence was sort of dashed in the past. You're very quiet in mid-June, Leo. It's an amazing energy you're sitting in. It's as if You're architecting your life within you. You're creating, planning your new life within you, but you're not saying anything to anyone. You're keeping it all under wraps. Yeah, wow, the Hermit. You're keeping it all under wraps, Leo. You're not ready to present it to the world yet because it's still in its infancy. It's still in draft form. Is there anything else that's on your mind? Yeah, it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot out of you. But Leo, this is a chance for you to be truly creative. This is a chance for you also to maybe boost your finances. So this could be a creative project that you hope is going to be lucrative. So here we have you, my gorgeous Leos, Queen of Wands. I think the person in the environment is coming in to apologize because they may have been the cause of you sacrificing, or they may have rushed into making a decision that they then realized caused you problems. But Leo, you are concentrating on this light within you. It's almost as if you're trying to ignore this person. Even though I think they just want to see you to say sorry, you may not want to see them, Leo. You may apologize and say, look, okay, I forgive you, but I'm really busy right now, because you just want to keep focused. You're blinkered in one direction, Leo, and that's this new path you're trying to create. You don't want any distractions. So Archangel Michael, when do we have the Queen of Wands and the Hanged Man for Leo? Thank you, Michael. 12th of July. Okay. He's pointing forward to the 28th of July. All right. Leo, I think this person's going to reach out. They want to see you, but they don't quite know what your reaction's going to be. They may feel you will push them away. They may feel that you would want time on your own. Yeah. Leo, this is someone who does want to travel to see you, but if you notice, this chariot stopped still. There's no one in that chariot. They may have looked at flights online thinking they're going to fly and see you, but they're not sure if they'd be welcome, to be honest. So they may have held back from booking anything. They may have looked at train tickets. They may have thought, okay, well, I'll cross out a couple of dates in the diary to go and see Leo. I do feel this is somebody who lives at a distance. I've got to be honest, guys, I don't think you want to see this person. What is their energy? Yeah. Leo, this is somebody who might have messed up in the past. Wow. This might be somebody who caused chaos and drama in your life in the past. They may have been defensive. They may have been argumentative. And they feel really bad about things, Leo, because I don't think you're interested in communicating with this person anymore. They feel your absence. But they also know, Leo, that they were the cause of a lot of upset for you. What was the drama and upset all about? 10 of Wands. They may have made life very difficult for you. They may have caused you to sit in the 10 of Wands. And there's a lot of guilt, remorse, regret, Leo. They know they put you through a very difficult situation. What else did they put Leo through? Gosh, the Tower. Oh my gosh. Okay, Aries, Scorpio energy, fire energy. So Leo, they know they caused you burden. They know they were defensive and argumentative, and they caused you a Tower moment. No wonder they want to apologize, guys. What would this person want to say to Leo if Leo opened the door? What would they want to say to my Leos? Queen of Swords. That they were strategic, that they were cold, that they came up with a plan. Wow. Because they wanted to sit in a lot of financial stability. Oh my Lord. So Leo, I'm guessing that you're a female here with the Queen of Wands. This could have been a very strategic woman who might have caused you a lot of stress and burden because they wanted to obtain something. It might have been money. It might have been your share of something. And this is someone feeling incredibly guilty. But Leo, I don't think you're interested in speaking to this person again. What do they really want from Leo? They want your forgiveness. They want to reunite with you. This could be a family member, could be a best friend, could be a work colleague who sort of screwed you over. I don't know. How do you feel about this person, Leo? Queen of Wands. This is you. Ace of Swords. You know the truth, and with the truth, Leo, I don't think you're interested in staying in touch. And that's interesting the way it came out. I don't think you wish ill will on this person. I don't think, Leo, you want to cause an argument with this person. I simply don't think you want to communicate with them. I simply feel, Leo, you're sick of the whole situation. I think they're sat in a heck of a lot of guilt. But Leo, I think you just want to move on. You just want to move on, guys. Knight of Pentacles, you're already preparing the ground for this brand new venture. Okay, this project, this inspired idea. You're already preparing the ground, Leo. You don't want to think about the past anymore. Yeah, you're turning your back on this person. They may have left you with one pentacle, Leo, right? Bless you, but you're making the most of it. You're just getting your head down, trying to remain in a place of peace and calm. You're filling your head with things that make you happy. You're filling your days with simple pleasures. You're getting out, enjoying the sunshine. You're walking through a field of flowers. You're weeding your garden. You're making yourself a lovely cup of mint tea with honey. Whatever you're doing, Leo, you're not sitting feeling screwed up and angry about the situation anymore because it drained you in the past. And it didn't actually do you any favors dwelling on this devil situation. You've turned your back. Yeah, wow, 8 of Cups. I think this person's going to be disappointed. They may desperately want to look you in the face and say, Leo, I am so sorry for what I did. I caused you to sit in the Ten of Wands. I caused you the Tower because I was strategic. I wanted to sit in my Queen of Pentacles energy. Something about stability. You may have had to sacrifice, Leo, because of what this person did. But it's as if, I just don't want to talk about it. No ill will. Okay. All right. You're sorry. That's fine. But I really just don't want to see you. Leo, you're putting this in the past. You're putting this in the past. What else is on your mind? Yeah, you're too busy dreaming about this new cycle. You're looking at options. I think, Leo, you do have a certain amount of savings because you are sitting in the 9 of Pentacles. So you've got money saved, or you've got money that you know is going to come in, or you've got a really stable job, whatever you do. But you're not spending a lot of money on this venture. You're being very careful. You may be thinking, okay, well, out of 9 Pentacles, I'm just going to spend 2 Pentacles, right? Something like that. I don't know. Yeah, because Leo, if you've got 9 Pentacles and you're spending 2, you're going to keep 7 Pentacles in the bank, savings, something like that. You are looking at past mistakes of when maybe you overspent. So you're being very careful in this new cycle. Very careful, Leo. Emperor. You're taking charge. You may be seeking advice from an older masculine, or you may be talking to your father. You could be heading up a company, Leo. You may just be sat in your masculine at this point of time. You could be speaking to an emperor as a mentor, father figure, something like that. There's a lot of communication, Leo. about getting this underway, about getting this project started, this venture moving forward. What is the energy between you and this person? Let's just, I'm sorry, I'm hearing, let's just get it out the way. Okay, Justice. Leo, they may want to come in to say sorry to sort of balance the situation out. You may feel, Leo, you didn't get justice, but you have still managed to pull yourself into a stable place. You have managed to balance your life out despite what this person did. And I think, Leo, you're just turning your back now. Again, not in malice, not to make a point, but because you just simply can't think about this anymore. You don't want to think about this anymore. You want to sit in this lovely positive energy of a brand new start. Now, what you're hoping is that with the moon, there's nothing hidden. You're hoping you're also not going to be sat in fear of starting this. And the outcome, Leo, is the star. Now, guys, this is full healing. This is also a miracle. This is you wishing upon a star. This is the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor. Wow. So what is the energy of the star for my Leos? Goodness, guys. Really? Leo, the star and the sun? There may be a very strong connection, Leo, because you're the sun with an Aquarian. Or Leo, you are coming into your own, is what I want to say. Where is this new path going to take you? It's going to take you to bigger, better things, Leo. I mean, the energy of the Six of Wands is victory and success. This may be far more successful, Leo, than you ever dreamed of. This is you making the right judgment call. I feel the divine is also warning you, Leo, quietly. Don't sit in any ego at all. Remain in a humble energy because we're watching you. Because the Six of Wands can be you punching the air in victory. I've made it. I've won, right? Almost despite what this person put you through. But Leo, they don't want you to sit in that energy because it's just feeding negativity. That's ego, okay? That's shadow. They're just saying remain humble and appreciative. I'm hearing of the blessings of the universe. What are the blessings pertaining to be? A lot of happiness, Leo. Wow. I don't know, you could find yourself walking along the beach at sunset, feet in the sand. This is you maybe being able to afford a holiday. This is you, I don't know, taking beautiful photography. You could be creating a travel vlog, something like that. Wow, guys. And Leo, this is you. What is most noticeable, Leo, is that all of these images show someone with their back turned. This woman has their back turned to us. She's facing the sun. This person is heading forward in victory. Their back is turned. This person is in shadow, right? We have a beautiful sunset, but we can't see their face. And again, this person. Okay, this is you, Leo. I don't think you want to look at the past. I don't think you want to communicate with whoever this is. I think you are firmly turning your back and you're looking ahead. This new venture is going to be highly successful. I think it's going to make you very happy. I think it's going to be enjoyable and fulfilling. They are warning you of not sitting in any type of ego if this does become successful, because the world is changeable, right? You could be a star one day and then the next day you're back to the normal old Leo. Okay, just remember that. Appreciate blessings of the universe. If this is successful and there's some kind of financial reward, make sure you save the money, you don't spend it, okay? Don't assume that money's going to keep rolling in. because this is a little bit of a risk. It may be a transitory success, but enjoy it, grow with it, and it may be that this transmutes into something else. So what is going to be happening for my Leos after that period of time? You're going to be working on something else. You may be tailoring whatever this is and changing it a little bit to make it more successful, or to bring in more clients, or to increase revenue. What is the Two of Wands? What are you considering here? You're considering whether or not you want to go into partnership with someone. Because Leo, if I hold this card up, it's a tiny, tiny image, but if I hold this card up, you can see there's one person there, but there are two chairs underneath the tree. I think, Leo, somebody is keen to partner up with you. What you've got to think about is that something I want to do? Because up until this point of time, Leo, this would have been you as a one-man band. This is you going solo. If you decide to work with someone, where is that going to lead? Would it be successful? Would it not be? King of Cups. Leo, this is the person that they are suggesting is coming in as a potential collaborator. But why do I feel, Leo, that this is also someone who may quietly be developing feelings for you? This may be the chance, Leo, of getting to know someone at a deeper level. This could be new romance. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio for some of you. Oh my gosh. Yes, Leo, this could lead to love. So what I'm getting here is, you start this brand new venture. It's very successful, but you're keeping your feet on the ground. You're tucking money away. You are playing with it, this venture, tinkering with it. Okay, maybe I'll change that. Maybe I'll change this. I could add that in. And you may be given a chance to collaborate with a King of Cups. But unbeknown to you, Leo, this person is supposed to be in your life as a new romantic partner. So I think, Leo, you have a lot of happiness coming up. It all depends on what you want. What is coming through most strongly, though, Leo, is you are not looking back at the past. You're not looking back at the past, Leo. Your back is turned. You are firmly forging forward. Really beautiful. So, guys, that's your bonus reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. As always, let me know. Drop me a comment down below. If you want a private reading, my website's open. You can book a reading with me. I'm still offering 30% off 30-minute love readings, and I'm leaving it there. Take care of you, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.